What's up, everyone, and welcome to our newest TCG Cast Community Spotlight interview. Today we have the famous Eli Hill. Eli Hill, how are you doing today? Did we lose him?
Oh,
Oh
oh
boy.
no, oh no,
No, no. My
no,
computer
we
technical difficulties.
were just talking
Okay,
about the graphics
it's
card.
good. Let me just close out of
right.
this. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
We're doing
Technical
good, doing
difficulties
good.
this morning, I guess.
Eli, we're big fans of yours, but for those who don't know, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself while I keep disappearing?
So my name is Eli Hill. I stream on Twitch. I stream a lot of Digimon, other variety content. I post up YouTube content on Digimon as well. And then I've played in a lot of large Digimon events and topped quite a number of them. So, yep, that's pretty much about me as far as like the Digimon space. But as far as like me personally, I don't know. I'm just a pretty chill guy. I like to play card games. Any strategical game I like to play. First person shooters I do like to play as well. And then yeah, I just like to enjoy life pretty much. So
That sounds great. You're an
yep.
artist, correct? As
I'm
well,
not an artist, but I am a studio engineer, which is like
studio
kind of
engineer.
like a blend
Okay,
between an artist and like an engineer because
I
I work
gotcha.
with like the designers
So, who is
and
your
the engineers.
inspiration? And if it's not Chief Keef, what is it like to be so wrong?
Oh my
My
gosh.
inspiration, I don't technically have. I mean, I guess there's some inspirational people, honestly. But as far as like, are you talking about Digimon related? If it's like,
In terms of like the music industry,
oh, in terms of the music industry,
mm-hmm.
probably,
Chief Keef is the
I
only
don't
right
know,
answer.
Chief Keef. Yeah, I'll just go with Chief Keef.
All right,
I
there
mean,
you
as
go,
a music
my man.
producer, it has to be DJ Khaled, right?
You know.
DJ Khaled's cool, but
Yeah.
Do you go around school
yeah,
handing out keys?
nah.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh, did you really make that joke?
I've got all the keys, so I don't need.
My other
Oh my
icebreaker
gosh.
question: where did you get that dope ass Gyarados playmat?
Oh, actually, my girlfriend had gave it to me at like probably a few months ago. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was pretty
it was
cool.
sweet.
I've been just using it. Yeah,
I saw it on one of your streams. Yeah,
yeah,
it was sweet, and I felt jealous
hmm
because I really wanted one.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get one of those play. I want to get like a War Greymon type style of that, with like the memory gauges and all that.
Yeah,
That's what I want. I want it so
yeah, it's
bad.
definitely one of my favorite playmats for the stream who hasn't for anybody who hasn't seen it. It's this one right here. But
That's the
yeah,
one I was talking about.
definitely one of my favorite ones to use.
Yes, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Cool. I keep disappearing, yo. This is we're
I
off to a
told
great
you the
start.
background was
You're a
not the
ghost.
move.
You're a ghost.
I know. Um, so in terms of Digimon, who would be your inspiration, or
Honestly,
what got you into playing it?
when I first started playing the game, I looked into like YouTube, of course. The
Mm-hmm.
main streamers I watched was like Max Tapera, and then I also follow like the Digibros. They would stream also, and they would also post YouTube content. They were probably the first ones that I watched. And then True Champ Steven, I also watched him getting started as well, and still watch his videos today. So I think those were probably like the largest ones to help me get into the game. Um, Other than that, I've been the initial the initial time I got into the game, I guess, or interested in it was from one of my friends here in Michigan. He used to play Digimon, or I guess he dabbles with it or whatever. He doesn't play online. Um, but yeah, he had the Japanese cards, and I had ordered some. Not ordered. They had like this auction page for Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, and I was
Mm-hmm.
auctioning for some Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever, and then they had post some Digimon cards on there. So I was like, I'm interested in this. I would just buy some of these, and yeah. So my first cards were some Japanese Digimon cards.
Nice, nice. Did you play any
Yeah,
other TCGs before Digimon?
yeah. I played Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Hearthstone, Pokemon, Vanguard, um,
You played them all.
and some other ones. Yeah, I played them all.
Flesh and Blood.
Yu-Gi-Oh was my main. I haven't played Flesh and Blood yet, but I've seen Flesh and Blood. I actually asked about it when I went to the card store yesterday
Mm-hmm.
because they had some of the new boxes in. But yeah, it seems kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
Metazu
Yeah.
though, I I want to get into MetaZoo, but at the same time, I don't want to get into MetaZoo just because it's so wild and crazy. There's like one card in there where it says if you're wearing pants, your monster gets +4 to attack or something like that. And I don't know
What?
who wouldn't be wearing pants in a sanctioned event, but to each their own.
Oh.
Man, they could be wearing shorts.
I guess so. What would be your favorite deck to run in Digimon right now with the new BT6
Right
meta?
now, I think I like the BL Star stuff a lot. And then security controls also kind of my play style. So
Yes.
anything
Ooh.
control based, I think is mine. I can't really go with the fast aggro decks because I kind of want to enjoy the game. You know, I want to enjoy the game. I don't want it to be over in 20 minutes. So
No, give me mana ramp
Huzzah!
into
Man
big
of
beast.
quality.
yeah.
At least
I
you
mean, I
didn't
like
say
the
rookie
back and
rush.
forth interactions. Yeah, the back and forth interactions I think are really good. So that's why I prefer like either control decks or I mean, I played combo decks too. So that's that you don't really get interactions from that, but you got to get to the later game to make those combos. You know. So
Yeah.
So you like Lilith Loop?
yes, Lilith Loop's probably one of my favorite decks.
Oh my gosh, no,
Wasn't that one of the first deck
no.
profiles you did, Isaiah?
I mean, okay, it wasn't current Lilith Loop. It
Oh,
was like Lilith Loop with a bit of blue,
it was like
and it was
BT4 Lilith
cool.
Looper, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
first
yeah.
time I played with Lilithmon really was in BT5. I played with her, I think in 1.5 or something, but it wasn't really good. So
Yeah.
It's my microphone that's screwing me over. Carry on.
Oh,
Have you heard and been blessed with the knowledge of 50 card Eosmon yet?
no, I have not
oh my
seen
gosh.
that 50 card EOS. No, I could
Once
just imagine that's terrible.
once I get 50 Eosmons, I'm running a deck in one of my local tournaments.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yo, funny enough, one of my friends at my local tournament, I think right now is playing 50 card Eosmon, so that's gonna be a funny thing to see whenever I go there.
Dang, not even with Formanoa, you just play 50 EOS.
50
Yep,
EOS. That's
just
all I
50
need.
EOS.
That you know how to beat RNG? Just like that, because I know exactly what's coming every single time I draw a card.
Yep. No need to guess what you're drawing.
Nope. And guess what's in security?
Yeah, you already know.
Eosmon.
Mhm. Yep.
So how are you
Goofy.
enjoying the double diamond set?
Double Diamond, I'm actually enjoying it so a lot so far. Yeah, I've liked that they've brought in the other colors. I mean, they've brought in a lot of variety of colors. I feel like yellow got a lot of colors, or a lot of cards. Um, red got like the Agumon Bond stuff, and then blue got the Gabuban Bond stuff. But I think it's pretty good. Green kind of got shafted with Eosmon, but other than that, I think
No.
that Double Diamond's a pretty strong set. Black got a lot of good cards, so I think that's good for the game too.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
definitely
don't
gonna
sleep
improve
on
my
Ancient
black deck.
Troymon though.
Ancient Troymon, I think will be better in a later set, but yeah.
I mean, no, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. But also, don't sleep on it.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, Isaiah, I didn't tell you one of my friends pulled hollow foil Agubon.
That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And I told
That
him
was awesome.
he can run a really good deck right there. He said, "Nope, I just put it in a binder because it looks nice."
Yeah. I still have to do that with my BT6 cards, put them in a binder.
Do you fall into the category of patient or impatient when it comes for the waiting for the next set? Because we talked about this on our last podcast.
Well, I'm pretty patient for the most part because I do like to enjoy the format. So, like, the longer it goes on, the more creativity you see typically from players. That's how it's gone, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, like in the GOAT format and whatnot. The longer the format goes on, the more it evolves. So I think it's not bad for a format to be long, but it definitely is healthy to have a new set every once in a while. So I don't like the sets coming out too quick, but I like to enjoy them for a bit because there's always like the honeymoon phase, and then there's that phase where you can just be creative and just try to combat the meta. So
Yeah,
So I know with the set 5 kind of meta, it lasted for like 3, maybe 4 months, something along the lines of that. And I
yep.
know there are some people at my locals that was like, "Oh, Bandai keeps pushing back stuff. I'm gonna leave the game," and blah 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 blah. And then me and like my other friends who's been playing this game from day one was like, "Hello, like." Have some loyalty, please. How do you
Mhm.
feel about that like long meta?
That was a very long it was just very long. I mean, the usually Bandai for the past like 4 5 or like the past year, we've had sets come out like back to back, 1.5 came out like a couple months after 1, or yeah, set 1, and then we had set 4 come out not too long after that, and then we had that long period between set 5 and set 6. So I think it was just something people had to get acclimated to. But yeah, it was just very long. I hope we don't have that in the future, because I think 4 sets or 3 sets a year are pretty good. Probably 4 sets a year. Typically, most card games is a solid number of sets to come out with. So yeah, I think we've just been catching up to the BT from the Japanese meta or whatever. So I think once we get closer to them, hopefully the sets slow down, like the pace
Yeah.
slows down, because it's expensive to keep up with the card games when sets come out. We have six sets in a span of a year. So, but yeah.
You're preaching to the choir. I'm a Magic and Pokemon kind of guy,
hmm
and I mean, there's a set like every 2 weeks is what it seems like.
Yeah, in Magic and Pokemon, they push out tons of sets.
Yeah.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's different because they've got like ban lists and stuff,
Mhm.
and they can alter their formats based on that. But yeah, I hope Digimon doesn't push out too many sets. I'm not sure how it is with Dragon Ball Super, but I'm just hoping it's like 4 sets a year or something, maybe 5 sets if you do like some special sets. But yeah.
Do you keep up with
Yeah.
anything other than Digimon?
Not right now, no, not really. I just keep up with Digimon mainly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's probably how you get good at a game. You just focus on one and master that.
Or you just gather a bunch of cards for it, like I do
Yeah,
with Magic.
that too. That too.
And I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh in the stores, and I
Mhm.
wanted to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and now they've
Yeah.
got this new gold El Dorado that you can
hmm
pick up in the stores, and it's really tempting. It's
Yeah, I've
really
seen
tempting.
those. They look tempting to get.
Mhm.
I just haven't purchased any yet.
I can't pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, exactly.
But Yu-Gi-Oh is something I've always wanted to get back into. Like we had a True Champ Steve on the show one time,
hmm
and he talked about going in and out of Yu-Gi-Oh, constantly. Probably like once a year, he gets this inclination to go back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and then he drops out and goes right back to Digimon.
Honestly, that's exactly what I've been doing for the past like I want to say 4 years for Yu-Gi-Oh at least. I've been looking into the meta whenever like new sets come out sometimes, or if I just get the itch to try to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I just look into it again and then try to play on like not Digimon card, but Dueling Book.
Mm-hmm.
Play on Dueling Book, and yeah, it's always fun to just try to dive back into it. I did that last year actually on Dueling Book and got like number 2 on the site, but
Damn.
yeah.
um, who is your favorite Digimon?
My favorite Digimon's got to be War Greymon, I think.
War Greymon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
I
good
got
choice.
the prize card right here, sitting right here by me. I
Oh,
haven't got it.
nice.
I haven't got it graded yet or anything, but yeah.
So are you big into grading?
No, I'm not.
Me neither.
I'm not. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cool if people like grading their cards for sure. I just can't fathom spending money to grade my cards yet because I don't want to sell them yet,
Yeah.
and
Well, then
I feel like
you can't put them
I
back
mean
in a
grading's
binder.
yeah, you can't put them back in a binder. You pretty much have to have them. Yeah,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
just have
sit
to
in the
have them out.
slabs the whole time, and then you have to
Yeah.
get little stands for the slabs, and then those stands take up even more space than my binder does.
Mhm. Yep.
I've thought about grading some of mine to resell them, but I don't have anything that's
I
worth
feel
grading
like
at the
in a
moment.
binder, they should stay in somewhat good condition for the most part. So if
Mhm.
you ever want to get them graded in the future, you could. And I don't think the grade would be maybe that much worse. But yeah.
I don't think it changed that much. I mean, I use Card Guard, so it's not got the clear sleeves, it's got the black sleeves, which kind of hug the card. So I mean, as long as you keep your binder like straight the whole time,
Yeah.
the only thing
Like
you
as long
might
as you
have to
don't
look
spill
out for is the
anything in your
crinkling.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
hmm Yeah, that's another tangent for another day, though. um, let's see. Are you tired of, or I guess since Double Diamond's out, were you tired of Rookie Rush and Lord Knight? Going back to the long PT5 meta.
Yeah. Yeah, Lord Knight stuff was, I mean, it was compatible. You could play against it for sure, but it was definitely had that ceiling where it's super strong. And same with like Rookie Rush, because it had that ceiling where it's like just super strong at one point in time. It could just destroy anything. But I think Rookie Rush is in an okay point right now, just because there's so many like blockers and so many other cards out there that can deal with that strategy. So I think it's in an okay state, but I think it'll be better the more sets we get.
No, no, down with Rookie Rush. No more Rookie Rush.
Yeah,
It's like spamming goblins in a red deck out of Magic.
yeah.
I
Once
can't
we
stand
get like,
it.
yeah, yeah, it is pretty much. It is just like red. It's just like red from Magic. It's
Yeah,
just like,
red aggro.
hmm yep. I don't like those decks really.
Hmm.
Though I do want to try. I do want to try the Commandramon deck. So that's kind of like Rookie Rush style, but it's kind of cooler because you can search cards.
Yeah, the Rookie Rush. I played a yellow and black D Brigade Rookie Rush type deck, and
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, that was fun. Very fun. That's
Mm-hmm.
like
I
I
should
feel like that
find
was
you.
like a enjoyable Rookie Rush style deck as opposed to like previous like uh blue green Rookie Rush or green and yellow Rookie Rush.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, those other different color ones. I wanted to try a what is it? Blue green Rookie Rush, which is be cool, but I haven't tried it yet.
Gross.
Oh, so speaking of uh kind of different color cards in Digimon, which and I know we talked about this a little bit before we started, but what's your favorite Digimon colors?
Probably I want to say purple, just because they're more of like a toolbox deck. Yellow is also kind of toolbox-ish, so I also like yellow. And then probably red. So I have like three favorite colors: purple, red, and I want to say yellow.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say mine would probably be red, was it red, yellow, green, purple kinda, cause like I like originally had a green and purple deck, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't work out. um But yeah, those are my favorite colors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the colors kind of comes with very awesome decks. And I know one of my favorite decks of all time has to be Imperial Dramon. Just like
Okay. Yeah.
jamming is such a good ability, and be able
Mhm.
to like swing with Pale Dramon, unsuspend with Imperial Dramon, swing twice again for
Yeah.
jamming is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So
It's
what's
really strong.
what's your favorite Digimon deck of all time?
It's gotta be. Hmm.
50
The ones
card
that I've played, it's
Eosmon.
gotta be. Nah, it's gotta be Lilith the Loop. I think I played that all of BT5, and that was my go-to deck. Or my War Greymon deck in BT4 was pretty fun to play. So
Okay, okay.
yeah.
And my only the only reason I don't like Lilith Loop is because I feel like it is like the Yu-Gi-Oh like
It is.
deck
It is. It is a
Digimon.
Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Yep.
And I know Spencer, you might not have seen what Lilith Loop can do, but in my locals last weekend, I was playing security control against Lilith Loop, and oh my gosh, that was the grindiest match of my entire
Yeah.
career. Because he
hmm
literally just like went to I think it was like Lady Debbie, then went to Lilith Mon, got the Jack Rates back, played Mega Digimon Fusion, went to Zort, pulled out
Yeah.
like two other guys to
And
kill
then you just use
my
the Jack ERAs and go Lilith at the
yeah
end. Yeah. It's just
yeah.
nuts.
And basically he went from one Digimon to like five. And like I was just like, oh god, I hope my security can just deal with this.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I've incorporated Lith in my set or Three Musketeers deck. So
Okay, ooh, that's spicy. I like that.
yeah,
Are there
because you can
any
play.
decks that you're excited for in the new BT7 or BT8?
Um,
Or any cards in specific, I should say?
BT7 probably yellow, shine, gray. I think I'm ready for that deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, just yellow hybrid. I think is really good. So I haven't really looked at too many other decks in BT7 besides that deck.
Don't sleep on the green beetle
Yeah,
hybrid
the
deck.
green hybrid stuff is good too. I've seen that. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be like one of my main decks that I'm gonna play besides
Hmm.
Yellow Shine, because I mean everybody loves Shine.
Yeah. Hmm.
I've got a question
Yes.
for both of y'all. So with BT8 coming out, it's got the dual colors on the cards, right? How do you think that'll change the meta of the game, other than introducing dual colored cards?
Well, I think there'll be a lot of I think the armor Digimon come out in BTA, right? So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
we have the you'll have like champion rush decks, pretty much with just the armor rush or armor Digimon, and then you'll have like a bunch of other decks. I feel like the color combinations allow you to play like so many other combinations for decks. You can play cards from BT1, such as like the Metal Gar I've seen, which is really cool. And then you can just play I don't know, different color combinations. The yellow purple stuff looks really cool. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like everybody's gonna play like some sort of Mastermon build with the Black Out of One, because being able to play a rush card for free is fantastic.
yeah.
I also feel like there's gonna be like two decks that are gonna come back into the meta. The first one, I don't know if you remember Christmas Tyrannomon.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's gonna come back. I
Mm-hmm.
think Ragnar Lordmon is gonna come back
Mm-hmm.
in a certain way. But what I'm mainly excited for is all the Vmon support. Freaking Magnamon, uh Ragermon,
Yeah,
who
all the
Spencer
armored
wants to
Digimon.
disrespect.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Cannot
Yeah,
wait.
those will be cool for sure.
Do you think
Yes.
there will be any rainbow decks? So I know in Magic when Ikoria came out, it had the Triomes, which was a land that you could play, and it would give you three lands, three different colored lands. Zagoth is like red, green, and black, I think. So when Ikoria got released, there was a big shift towards adding all of the colors into your deck in Magic. I mean, it's gone away now, but do you think that'll happen with these new dual
Well,
colors?
I mean, I think there may be some kind of deck out there, or if there's not already, some kind of rainbow color deck. I know the Chimeramon's like white and you can digivolve over all colors, so that's pretty cool. Um, So I'm definitely thinking there's going to be some type of rainbow deck out there that's going to incorporate a lot of the colors. Security Control already does that, and some of the
Yeah.
other decks out here already do multiple colors. But I think there'll be decks that play maybe 3 or 4 colors.
Yeah, I know last set there was like 5 color security control or something like that. And then it kind of went to like 5 to 3, and then now it's
Mm-hmm.
just black and yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because once you get even the armor Digimon, those decks, I guess you could consider those dual colors because one's yellow blue, one's like blue green, and one's like I think yellow red or something, or is it yellow red or I can't remember exactly, but there's a bunch of different of those armor Digimon, so I think you'll definitely see multicolored decks out there.
Yeah. And I feel like Bandai is also kind of capitalizing on what they did in the Dragon Ball Supercar game. Because in the Dragon Ball Supercar game, they've implemented I think it was, oh, I can't remember if it was the 8th or ninth set, maybe 10th. I don't remember. I haven't kept up with that game in a while. But whenever I was playing, they implemented like blue and yellow cards, red green cards that uh had a different amount of mechanics. So I think that's what their Bandai's trying to do now.
Yeah, I think it's good for them to have the colors kind of mesh with each other because it allows you to make so many. The card pool just opens up so much more. So
Yeah, yeah. And I know yeah, I think it was very funny because my one of my friends, who also I guess kind of spoiler for the future on this channel, doing a deck profile of a yellow Ragna deck, and he's kind of one of the few people in our locals that kind of early implemented like a multicolor style type deck. So I know players like him are gonna really love this.
Yep, definitely. I think I think everybody's just gonna like it. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
for the most part, I think most people will like it. It's going to be a good addition to the game.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Um,
Mhm.
when it was announced, we uh we kind of lost our minds for a bit.
Yeah, I was kind of
Like,
confused too when they first announced Joe Gress and like what it was as far as like using another Digimon to evolve with
mhm.
another one. But yeah,
Yo, the
it's cool.
fact that you can swing again after jog wrestling, I think it's kind of broken.
That is broken. That is for sure.
You think you'll see an errata for that?
No.
No, I don't.
No,
No,
because they've got some out
because
now.
Yeah, I
like
mean, Joe Gressing takes two Digimon, right, at the same level. So you
mm,
need to have two of them at the same. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'll be much more stronger in the future with like the level fours. But yeah, it's just gonna be crazy, I guess.
yeah. And speaking of the craziness of Digimon, I know there's like a bunch of like keyword skills and whatnot, like security tech plus one, blocker, digiburst, depending on
Yep.
which ability that you use for that. So, what's your favorite keyword skill?
My favorite keyword skill. I like retaliation a lot. It's pretty good. Rebelli's been pretty good this format against uh Jesmon, so I like retaliation. It's a pretty good keyword skill. I don't know. There's a lot of good of them. There's a lot of good ones. Like the new delay stuff is cool. I think it's good for the game. The delay, um, memory boosts, I think are really
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah, I love the memory boost cards. Being able to just like I think like my favorite one also since I'm a security control player is reinforced memory boost. just
Yeah,
so just being able to like heal one, draw one, and then gain three memory afterwards. Oh,
yep,
that's such a good card.
yeah, yeah. I think it's got multiple effects. Is why I think I like it. It's just really good.
Yeah. What's your least favorite skill?
My least favorite one.
Haste.
Dang. I
Say
don't
haste.
know.
You
Yeah,
leave
probably
Rush out of
Rush.
this. What? You
Rush
don't like
is
Rush?
Rush is pretty cheeky, so I guess Rush.
That's exactly why I
But
don't like it.
I do use Ginkaku promote in my little stuff, so I don't know. It's pretty good now. But
Yeah,
it's
like
definitely kind of unfair, I think, but I think the game kind of needs it, but it's also kind of unfair.
I only like haste
I
when I
do agree.
use
I
it.
do agree. I do agree. It can be unfair at times. My
Actually, you know
personal
what?
okay.
Probably the hybrid is probably the most unfair because we don't have a lot of tamer destruction right now. So I probably think that's my least favorite right now. Hybrids can evolve over tamers. I think it's probably my least favorite right now.
Yeah, that's no, yeah, that's my least favorite. Just like, oh, I'm gonna use Gabubon. I'm gonna swing, swing, swing. Hey, Lobo for game. Screw
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
I think my least favorite keyword skill will probably be decoy, only
Mhm.
because I just feel like it's very bland of a skill. But then again, I haven't really used any of the decoy cards, so I can't
Yeah.
really like judge it too hard. But
Mhm.
like initially, it's kind of like eh.
Yeah, it's just kind of like huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Kurosari though is kind of cool, but I don't know if it's gonna be actually playable. I haven't seen anyone play with Diaboromon set 6.
Oh, when the classic collection comes out, best believe everybody and their mom is going to be playing that. As
Yeah. Mhm.
long as I get the promo Gilboromons.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Mhm.
I don't know because I don't. I feel like to make it better, you need it, but I also feel like you don't need it at the same time.
Yeah, if you're playing like the Rush variant, even though you can play that with the promo one, but you can just get away with the blocker one and then the one that spawns a token, I think.
Yeah.
But I think the security tech plus one is really good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Having like three like tokens on the board and then counting itself as a Diaboromon, so you're just swinging
Yeah.
for like all your security,
Yeah.
which is
Hmm.
yeah, just
That's
insane.
disgusting. Yep.
So, and we've talked about kind of skills and whatnot with certain cards. So, what's your favorite Digimon card based on its skill?
Um, hmm. I want to say Zord. Zord's probably it's just probably one of the best cards in the game, I think. In Zord
Yeah,
defeat.
100%.
True to Digimon. That's just unfair.
Yeah, just don't battle, play a 13K body for free. Oh, and if it
Yep.
dies, you get to kill somebody else's Digimon.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fantastic. So what's
Isaiah,
your
I
favorite?
know yours is Eosmon.
Who?
Eosmon.
Where you
You
can play
said
50
mine?
seasons.
Yep.
No. Goofball. So what's your favorite Digimon card based on its design?
Um,
Eosmon.
hmm. Based on its design, you mean like how it looks, like the art design, or are you
Yeah,
talking about
like
just the card effect?
yeah, actually I'll give you a perfect example. One of my favorite cards based on its design is this Kentoris one.
Oh, okay,
Only
okay.
because it's gold.
Oh,
In a
okay,
sense.
okay. Well, I don't know. It's probably I don't know. I like the Beelzemon artwork a lot. It's really cool. The alter art one. So
Yeah. When he's like
that's really
holding like
cool.
things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like the
this one here.
That
This one.
Omnimon parallel rare. Or yeah,
Yeah, the
parallel rare.
Omnimon.
The $1,000 one.
Yeah,
That
that
oh
one's
the
pretty
artwork
ghost
looks
one?
cool.
really That one looks
Mm-hmm.
really good.
Yep. Yeah, I also like the Wargrave, of course, too. That's also cool. That one's probably one of my favorites.
Yes.
What posters do you have hanging up in your background?
I've got a Dragon Ball one. That's Trunks, and then I've got a My Hero Academia one, and then I've got Trunks Kid Gohan. My bad. And then I've got a Pokemon one, and then I've got a Halo 3 poster here.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
Have you played the new Halo?
I have played the new Halo, but
Are you
I've only
enjoying it?
played two
Oh,
games of it, so I can't say I've really enjoyed it too much because I've only played two games.
the campaign is out now.
Mm-hmm.
I need to dive
Yeah,
in.
it's there's so many games out. I'm still playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, so I have to beat
Mm-hmm.
that game before I dive off into any other
Me too.
games,
I
really.
still haven't beaten the fourth gym. I'm still in the underground.
Yeah, a lot of those story games I just like fall off of. I play them,
Mm-hmm.
but then I just don't finish them.
That's me. I'll put him down and then forget about him. And then like 6 months later or a year later, I picked up
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing, and one of my
Mm-hmm.
villagers was like, "It's been a year and 1 month since I've seen you." I was like, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
time to put it back down."
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh man.
So,
S-
oh, go ahead, Isaiah.
Oh, okay. So I know we talked a little bit about it earlier, but or you mentioned earlier that you participate in kind of like bigger tournaments. And one of the recent tournaments that I saw you play in was actually the pre-Digi Showdown, where you faced against True Champ Steve. So
Yep.
what was it? So what was it like for you to be invited to this?
So it was pretty cool. I was waiting for like months on end to see what my invite was for because I had gotten first place at the core TCG premiere event, which granted me the special invite for that event, which was pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty cool to get invited to it, I'd say.
What was the experience
Okay.
like? I mean,
So it
you
was
play
like
from
a
home,
small
so.
group of yeah, we played from home.
Mm-hmm.
They would send us they sent us the cards to play with and the play mats and the sleeves, all those
Oh,
stuff we had to return though.
oh, dang.
But yeah. Unfortunately, I guess they need it for their inventory,
Mm-hmm.
which is yeah. But yeah, we played with the BT6 cards back in like September, and it was pretty fun,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say. We were all in this one Discord channel, and then we just played each other off of this web client, and it was just pretty good overall. But we only played best of one, which was
Mm-hmm.
surprising because I didn't know picking my deck up until
Mm-hmm.
after I picked my deck, or else I wouldn't have chose Titamont. But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I feel like with that tournament, it would have been a lot better to have it like at a best of three instead of a best of one.
yeah,
But I also feel like they kind of did a good job of showcasing what each of the decks could do.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
know
think
you were
that's
you were
probably what
playing
they were
your
trying.
ass off.
Mhm. They were trying to just, I think, showcase like a bunch of different decks. So that's why it's like best of one. If it was best of three, the videos would have been like way longer. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do
fair.
you think they'll
Yeah.
do the best of 3 for the actual Showdown tournament?
I don't think so. I think they're probably gonna stick with the best of one thing and have a short video format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because each champion has to play 5 people,
Oh
and I
yeah,
Mhm.
think
right. That's 15
for
games.
each like video, depending on which deck people play in or which deck people use, it's going to be long matches.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
And if somehow I get selected,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm going to be playing security control,
Yeah,
and yeah.
exactly. Just play that. That's what I should have played. That's what I should have played, but I didn't want to play it because I know KVN plays it, and yeah, we both played. I didn't want to play the mirror match, so
So
but
did
That's
he
they
fair.
didn't play. He didn't end up playing it, so it was just surprising to me.
tell you how you would get an invite to the actual Showdown?
No, they didn't. They just they did not say if I would get an invite to that actual showdown. It's only the only ones that got the invite to the actual showdown were the winners, of course, of the
Mhm.
pre-Digi showdown. But other than that, it was just what's on the I think website or whatever. They just choose based on like people's credentials or whatever. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Better run up the credentials then. Go win a bunch of
yeah,
tournaments.
yeah,
Did you watch the second part of the tournament?
yeah. I saw it. Yep.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. As a security control player, the dude that played security control pissed me off.
I didn't actually
'Cause-
watch all of that game. I know it was Black versus Security Control. Actually, Lewis is a cool person. I actually met him at TwitchCon 2 years ago, before Digimon even was out. He was playing Shadowverse at the time, and yeah, but yeah, I didn't watch the match between Security Control and the Black. I just skimmed through it.
yeah, like I'll give it to both of the players. They played fantastic, and I'm pretty sure they played all that their hands was dealt with them. But I feel like with security control, he could have did a lot better.
Hmm.
And I just because like I know with security like with now I guess today now with the starter decks everybody is putting in like the security like Digimon like the oh I forgot what it's the
The Geo
Greymon,
Greymon and the
yeah, Geo
Cordramon.
Greymon,
Hmm.
yeah, but I feel like they aren't as good as what people make them out to be. Like the Cordramon I think it's pretty good because you get to
Yeah.
draw two,
Yeah,
but the other
Cordramon always
one,
grants you 2 cards, so Greymon's doesn't always kill the Digimon, so
yeah, it's just like some like I feel like a lot of times, like 8 times out of 10, there's just gonna be a body that's just there.
yeah. But that's sometimes good for security control though, because pressure is always good. You can have your early pressure against certain matchups. The Geo Greymon can clear rookies for when you don't want your security cards to pop off. You can just play the Geo Greymon from hand. Of course, Cordramon just draws 2 cards, which is always good. So I think they're warranted in their own aspect, but yeah, it's just a matter of like preference, I think.
Do you
Okay, okay.
participate in a lot of your local tournaments if you have time?
Locally, I do sometimes. Yeah, I've actually only played in like 4 locals in person. I think 4 or 5, and I played in a few of the sneak previews. So yeah,
You ready to be brought
I'm.
back full circle?
Yeah, it'd be cool to just go to all like the big events like locally or even like in person. So it'd be cool to have those
Do you
go
do
on again.
anything
But
to? Oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was just saying it'll be cool to have those events come back. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'll probably start going to more locals. Just the new sets are out now, so I'll probably be playing in more locals.
Do you do anything to get yourself hyped up before a tournament? Because I know Isaiah told me one time before his tournament he was in the shower and he played Finito by Chief Keef
Finito.
I
and
did.
got
I did. I had to hype myself up. It was the store championship. It was my
Mhm.
last time,
It
well,
was.
to my knowledge at that time, the last time to get this invite to nationals,
Mhm.
and
Did you
I
get
just
it?
had to get myself there mentally.
Mhm.
I
Did
did.
you get it?
I did.
Nice. That's awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. I
Very,
haven't
very excited.
I don't have like a pregame ritual or anything. I just
Mhm.
typically pack my bag and head to the locals for the most part. I usually don't stress or anything when I go to like a locals or a store champ or anything because yeah, I just don't. just play my best I can.
Are there any
D-
songs that you bump on the radio or any artists that you
Um,
gravitate towards?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I do listen to a lot of the new artists nowadays. Even though some people don't like the new stuff, I do still like a lot of the new artists. Like, I feel like Polo G is really good.
Mhm.
Of course, like Juice World, rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace.
Um,
Playboy Cardi.
I still listen. Yeah. Actually, I don't really listen to Playboy Cardi. I don't really listen to him.
Ah,
I
So.
listen to
I
all the trash, according to everyone.
I listen to. Let me see what's on my playlist right now because I was just bumping something yesterday that was really good. Juice World came out with a new album that was good.
Mhm.
yeah, I still gotta
Um,
listen to that.
yeah. Who else is good that I listened to recently? Kanye's new album is really good. I think.
Donda. Mhm.
Yeah, Donda's. I think Donda's probably one of his better albums in the past like few years.
What was that one song?
But
Jesus is King? Jesus is Lord? Something like that? That's probably my
yeah.
favorite one off that album.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good songs on there. Surprisingly, Hurricane is really good with Lil
Oh,
Baby and
Mhm.
The Weeknd. So
yes.
yeah, yeah.
I like oh my gosh, what's the song that I like on there?
1000 Band Fawny.
There's a
What?
lot of good songs on Donda. Honestly, I've come to like the whole album more so than I do like Drake's new album. What is it
Certified
called?
Lover Boy.
Yeah, I like it more than that album.
The only good one on that
Wow.
song was on that album was Knife Talk, and that's only because it had a fucking Project Pat feature. This man, after like 20 years of going ghost, Project Pat came out of nowhere. He said, "Yo, I'm on a Drake album." I'm a huge
Yeah.
Project Pat
Don't
fan.
disrespect COB. There's so many good songs
Nah,
in too
bro,
deep.
it's just
That
Knife
song
Talk.
bangs.
And Project Pat
Yeah.
carries that song. 21 slapped, and then Drake's part on that song is it's.
I just feel like I
Enough for
can't
me.
listen to the whole Certified Lover Boy album all the way through, like I can with Donda. So
There's like a couple songs that I can't listen to on COB, like the one with Lil Durk and Giveon. Like I, I listened to like a little bit of the first part, then just skip to Giveon, and then that's it. And
yeah.
yeah, it's, uh.
Who would be your top 3 favorite artists or bands of all time?
I gotta give it to Kanye, Eminem, and probably Lil Wayne.
Hate Eminem.
What? Don't disrespect
Eminem
If
is pretty
if
good.
I want
would put up.
if I want to hear a white junkie talk really fast about how he is God, I'll go to the corner store.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's also like other great artists that I haven't included in it. Like obviously the people that I don't
Chief
even
Keef.
name, like Tupac and some of the others. Chief Keef, yeah.
Chief Keef.
I'm probably the biggest Chief Keef fan there is. I stand Chief Keef. Yeah.
All right,
You,
so
oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
have you participated for a nationals invite yet?
Yeah, I have actually. I've played in a few regionals. The ones in September, I played in all of them. I got top 32 in 3 of them, and then I got top 16 in one of them. So I played 4 of them and got, yeah, 4
Cut
So-
twice.
tops. Yeah.
So you did. All right.
Yeah, I have my invite. Yeah, I played in store championships too, and I got 2 store championships.
So y'all two might
But,
be
yeah.
playing against each other. Do the security
Maybe
control
so.
mirror match and see who's better.
Yes, I don't want to give off my spicy take though, but I do feel like low key, I'm gonna have to play security control. I'm gonna have to.
I'm not sure what the format is going to be for BT7. It's going to be, I know it's going to be EX, but or for not BT7, but for nationals. If it's going to be BT7 or if it's going to be just EX.
Yeah, I think it depends on how quickly the classic collection comes out, because I think it's supposed to come out in like late January. I
Yeah.
think.
So you
Yep.
think
So
They just haven't announced anything for like nationals yet, as far as like when it's going to be or where it's going to be. If it's going to be online, because if it's going to be in person, people will need to prepare for in person. But if it's going to be online, then obviously they can just do it online, and it's not going to be a big deal, and it could just be any set that they want. But if it's going to be an in person thing, they just have to make an announcement. But it's probably going to be online more than likely.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
Yeah,
think in
I
person
kinda
would be
feel
so
like
cool.
it's-
Oh, go ahead, Isaiah.
no, yeah, I definitely agree, Spencer. Yeah, in person would be so much fun, but with like unless if they push back nationals for us, I think
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be online
yeah,
because there's
100%.
if the if it's in like Florida or in like somewhere in like
Anywhere in the
Anywhere
South.
people would need to prepare.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
like I need to work some overtime like a little bit. Like, come on, man.
Maybe you can be in North Carolina. You can crash on my couch.
There you go.
Yeah,
uh,
probably be Cali of all places. Doesn't Bandai have a Cali studio?
They probably do. I don't. I'm not too certain, but they probably do.
I would assume so. That's where it's
I
either Cali or New York,
Yep.
and I'm sure
Hmm.
they'd just rent out a venue nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you
yeah,
excited to
and
participate in the nationals if it is
Yeah.
online?
I'm pretty excited.
y-
It'll be cool to play in. I don't know if I'm gonna top or win, but it'll be cool to play in.
You don't think that'll take
We'll see.
it being online? You don't think that'll take away from any of the hype? I mean, it's the
Um,
first one
it will.
for Digimon, but
It will definitely take away some of the hype
mhm,
because I feel like in the past when I've gone to like nationals for Yu-Gi-Oh, it's just just a fun experience just to pack up everything, get going. Just
mhm,
usually I just take a road trip. I never fly out to like nationals unless it's like a really good one or something like a really good format.
yeah,
yeah, I feel like the social aspect of that too is just like that'll like take out the hype from it.
mhm,
Yeah.
Because I know True Champ Steve. Whenever he was on our show, he was
Hmm.
saying that when he went for Pokemon, like he met like a bunch of people, took like pictures
Hmm.
with people, and had like made like new friends along the way and
Yeah,
whatnot. And I feel like
exactly.
yeah, and I feel like that would like be the thing that'll drain that for me.
mhm.
Yeah,
It's like going to a
exactly.
convention.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm,
Yep. Yeah, going to nationals is really fun. Going to any tournament, I think, is really fun for the most part, even locals. So it's just the aspect where you get to interact with people. I think that you don't get to experience when you're at home.
especially now more than ever.
Hmm.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yep. The most I do now is just chill with some friends in Discord lobbies in between rounds, which is cool and all. But yeah, it's not the same.
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah. But speaking of kind of like the future of Digimon, how do you feel about the future of Digimon?
Right now, I think it's very positive. The mechanics that they've been adding into the game kind of help build decks and make the library of cards like ever expand. Because in the first like few sets, you would just have to typically take what you have from set one, go to set two, and then maybe either adapt it. Well, set one and 1.5 were very small changes, I feel. But when you went from set 1.5 to set four, when Yellow War Greymon came out, the meta just changed completely. You couldn't play like Red Omni anymore. You just had to change your deck completely. So I think that it's good that they're adding multicolored cards and other cards that make older cards more viable. So that way you can have, useful cards even from your older cards pool. So
Yes, and
I think
also
it's
that
a good direction. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, that also reminded me of kind of initially when set I think set six and when the starter decks kind of got announced that and I don't know if you saw it, but like on the card it was I think they showed off the Gilmon card and there was like a little white number like under its or above its
Yeah.
traits. And
Hmm.
everybody was like freaking out because it was like, oh my gosh, is this like a rotation? Like, is Digimon implementing a rotation? Like, what's happening? So, do
Yeah.
you think in the future that Digimon's going to implement a rotation?
Well, I think they're definitely protecting for some type of like block format because once the card pool gets massive, it's just gonna be like uncontrollable. Where at the point where like older cards become super powerful, maybe, or even like newer cards have you have to limit design potential just because of the older cards. Like hidden potential, they had to limit that card to one just so they could design new green cards. So I don't know. I think it's I think that it's a good thing they have that indication on there. Whether or not we're going to have block formats or not, like Magic or Pokemon, I'm not sure. But I think it could be cool though. It just could, yeah, it could be cool.
Okay, okay. And also, speaking of like ban list, I remember when before the ban list, when everybody was playing like four hidden potentials in their deck, like the board that Green created was like it was ridiculous. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. There was
Hmm.
so many dudes on their board, and
Yeah.
now we kind of have like a spam type of deck, like with Eosmon.
Hmm.
There you go, Spencer.
Eos one. Yep.
um, but anyway, the point I kind of want to make is now like they've only banned like well they only not necessarily banned but they only limited like a certain amount of cards. So is there a card that you feel like currently that should be limited or banned?
Um, I don't know. I would have said Blinding Ray back in BT4 because it was really good. Um, but now since we have like memory boost and stuff, so I'm not sure if I would say that card anymore. Um, I don't see any cards being limited yet or banned. Not just quite yet. I think some cards have the potential though to be limited or banned based on future cards though. Like Lilithmon, if they print a super powerful OP like option card or something, that could just be, I don't know, ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I also agree. I feel like currently there isn't really like one card that I feel like is just like meta defining to where it needs to be limited. But in
Yep.
set four, I low key felt like Angelomon should have been limited to like maybe two.
The
Or maybe one.
Angelomon, yeah, the Angelomon. I mean, the clause where you have to be at 3 security or less is kind of, I mean, obviously you can put yourself to 3, but I don't know. Angelomon is definitely a card where it seems super strong for the most part. It just still seems super strong today, right?
Yeah.
So it definitely could have been maybe hit, but I think it's fine. I think at 4 still, just because you have to be at that 3 security, which is kind of bad against some of the faster decks. Because I was playing Dynasmon against some of the faster decks this set, and it's just putting yourself at that 3 or 4 security mark sometimes early on against those fast decks is not really great.
Yeah, I put Dynasmon in one of my overheal decks and oh yeah, it's not as good as I initially thought it was.
No, it's not as good. No, it's cool, but for the most part, they just pressure you more than the Dynasmon can heal you. So
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of metas, how do you think that the classic collection is going to change it? Because to me, it
um,
just seemed more like for
it's
the
like an addition.
collectors.
Yeah, it's not really like a huge change, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, they've got side sets typically that are super strong, or sometimes the side sets are like super bad. But
Like the El Dorado
I feel
Gold.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Eldorado Gold is cool. That's mainly like reprints, but like their new
Mm-hmm.
side, they're like the side sets that have like themed cards, like the one where Eldritch first came out in Yu-Gi-Oh last year. Was a really strong set. Like Adamantipator, Eldritch were just both super strong and took over the format. So, but this EX set that's coming out for Digimon, I don't think it's gonna be doing exactly the same. The new machine cards are cool. And of course, Diaborma, Imperial are both cool, but I think Imperial will be much better after the starter deck. So
So y'all think it's just
Yeah.
more for like the collector side?
yeah, definitely more the collector side, and I
Mm-hmm.
think the cards in there, Analog Boy is a key card. I think will be used in a lot of decks. Yeah, there's
Yeah, that
just
card is
cards that support
ridiculous.
decks. Yeah, there's a lot of support cards in the set. Ice Wall is also really good and meta changing. So I think there's just a lot of cards in the set that will morph decks to what they are after the set comes out. But other than that, I don't think there'll be any like major changes besides like the notable new like the new Digimon like the machines and maybe some even like the Tyrannomon stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also feel like that win rate 60% or 20% card, I feel like that's gonna be a sleeper card that people are gonna put in their decks. Being able to just digivolve for cheaper is always good.
Yep.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I also feel like Analog Boy is gonna be ridiculous. Oh, my level 5 dies, and then I gain a memory and hatch
Yep.
an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, the win rate is really good in the new like Lilithmon decks, right? Because you can just discard your Iasmons or whatever,
Mm.
and then yeah, it's just nuts.
Yeah, I think in set 7, that's when I'm gonna try to start playing purple. Like I've tried to play purple this set, but I haven't really found like a deck for me. But
Yeah.
You'd
with
have
like
mine.
I mean that's true. Um, yeah, but with the new the combo of Eismon, scatter mode and the regular one, and
Mhm.
with the Ginkakumon promo, I just can't wait to tinker with that.
Yeah. Mhm.
You think
Yes.
Bandai at any point will add in like, how would I describe it? Cheap cards. So in Magic the Gathering, in these, just 2 sets ago, we had Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, the Dungeons and Dragons one, right? They added a card called Vorpal Sword, that has Death Touch on it, and Death Touch is
Mhm.
if you deal any damage to your opponent,
Yeah, it's
you win the game.
retaliation.
No, you just
Yep.
win the game.
Oh.
If you deal Death Touch
Oh.
damage, you win the game. Is what it says on
Oh.
Vorpal Sword. I have it somewhere.
Oh.
I need to look it up.
That's crazy.
And then with Midnight Hunt, the set right after it, they added a card called Triskaidekaphile, which is like the fear of the
Mhm.
number 13. You play it, you have no maximum hand limit. If you have 13 cards in your hand, you win instantly.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's like a 1 mana blue.
Mhm.
So do you think
Huh.
that Digimon will implement any cards like that?
I definitely think there's gonna be powerful cards in Digimon. Like we've seen it with hidden potential, right? So I think there's gonna be definitely powerful cards that Digimon prints over time.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Especially with this EXO2 stuff and
Mhm.
like the new plugin cards. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh.
Like
Those
Ice Wall, I
cards are
think is
insane.
yeah, Ice Wall is pretty good, but I don't know if they're gonna print any win the game cards like Exodia type
Mm-hmm.
good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Unless
Mhm.
if they do something with like
Omnimon.
some like Imperial Dramon stuff, or yeah, maybe Omnimon.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Exodia Omnimon.
Yeah.
That's what they're leaning
Yep.
more towards in Pokemon now. They've
Mhm.
got the V unions, I think.
Mhm.
You collect
Yeah.
4 of those cards in this big old jumbo card, and this I think
Mhm.
it's like dummy powerful. I have my
Yeah.
Pikachu one somewhere.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
like a Joe Gress Omnimon where you have like 2 Omnis and then Joe Gress you win the game
Yeah.
oh
after
my
you Joe
gosh,
Gress 2 Omnis.
Yeah, right hand of
that'd be
Omni.
insane.
I mean, it'll take a lot to set up, but
Honestly, I'd do it. I'd make that deck.
Mhm. Just
Uh,
spam out a
but
bunch of
speaking,
Eosmon.
oh my
yeah.
gosh, Jogress 2 of the level 6 Eos Mons
Mhm.
win the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh man. But speaking of
yeah.
kind of more future stuff, have you seen the D Reaper archetype that Bandai's trying to
No,
implement?
I haven't seen it really. I haven't seen it. I haven't looked into it. Is that BT8 or BT9?
That's actually the second
Mhm.
I
Classic
guess
EX.
X.
limited set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
And
seen it yet.
well, be prepared to deal with a Digitama that has 15,000 power.
Mhm.
And that's
What?
all I'm gonna say
That's
about that.
crazy. Okay, I gotta look into it.
Yes, it's a very gimmicky type of deck, and they haven't
Hmm.
released the well as of now, they haven't released the rest of the like ADR like searcher cards and whatnot to kind of fuel that Digitama, but yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh man. Um and speaking of other kind of stuff that Bandai announced. How do you feel about the online client that's coming soon?
Oh yes, that was one of my questions too.
I have not actually played in it, but it looks kind of cool because it's like a hangout spot where you can just go to tables and challenge people. So I think it's kind of cool, honestly. I don't know
Yes,
if it's gonna be um I don't know if it's gonna be any good better than Discord, but I'm sure people from Digimon community will use it. But if you're talking about like the online digital client,
yeah,
if you're talking about that, then I'm not exactly sure because I've seen the screenshots of it and it looks like it's like dueling book. It looks like it's basic like dueling book. It would have been, I think, if it would have been much better if they had like a polished game like how Yu-Gi-Oh's doing Master Duels or Magic does Arena.
Mhm.
I think it'd have been much better if they have a more polished game. Though that could have been alpha gameplay and we may not, they may have just an update, but I have no idea. From what I see, it looks like it's like a tabletop simulator dueling book type of thing.
Yeah, and people are speculating that that's what's gonna be, I guess, like formally announced at Worlds. Because I know whenever they initially started talking about the national championships, under the World Championship, they said uh, like this event will be played using like a different mechanism, and people were thinking that it was gonna be the well. When I say people, I thought that it was gonna be the webcam
The webcam
thing.
client. Yep.
Yeah, because I recently played in the well, I guess it's like 2 months ago, 3 months ago when
Yeah.
the Pokemon event came
Spawn
out.
event. Yep.
Yeah, I thought that that was gonna use, and honestly, I was kind of okay with it, even though there
Yeah.
was still some like kind of clunky kind of
hmm
stuff. But I was down for it. But I
hmm
guess since we're getting this new online client, it's gonna be fantastic.
hmm Yep. Hopefully it's
Yes.
good when it rolls out.
Did you play in the Pokemon event?
I did not play in any of those events. Nope.
Oh.
I managed to
Okay.
pick up my Postmons from at pre-release.
Is it the
But
same
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
one?
I didn't. Huh?
Is it the same Postmon promo?
Yeah, it's the same Postmon promo.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the one that you get from the pre-release. It's here. Let me find it. It's this one. I
Yep.
Mhm.
still haven't taken
hmm
out the sleeve.
hmm
I leave it in
Yep.
there.
hmm
Yeah, I just actually got these last night, which I'm very
I
Nice.
post
happy.
you in the Discord.
Nice.
Yes. And also, quick special announcement. I'm giving away one of these as part of our giveaway. So,
Oh.
for those
You
that
mean
are
it's not my
watching,
Christmas present?
well, I have two, and one of them was for you,
Oh, you're not keeping
which
it?
was, huh?
You're not keeping it?
Oh, I already got my playset. Oh yeah, don't worry
Oh.
about that.
Oh.
Oh no, I got mine.
Yeah.
But yes, so for those that are watching this awesome show, be ready to get one of these. All you gotta do is like the video, comment. Hopefully you subscribed. If you didn't subscribe, I'm gonna be upset.
Mm-hmm. You'll lower your chances. You'll get a half entry.
Yes. But speaking about podcasts and YouTube and whatnot, could you tell us a little bit more about some of your YouTube channels? I know you mentioned you have
Yeah.
a decent amount of them.
Yeah, so I started off YouTube way back in the day, like 2006. I'm kind of old. So 2008, 2000, actually probably 2008. Yeah, 2008. I was in high school. So
Okay.
um and I started off with just like doing what is it called? Anime music videos. I started off doing those AMVs, and then I got into Yu-Gi-Oh. The first thing I posted for Yu-Gi-Oh was like I'm not sure if you know of this client. It's called KCVDS, or like Kaiba Core Virtual Dueling System. It was like a very
Yeah.
basic desktop Yu-Gi-Oh client, and it was really fun to play at the time. I thought it was really good for the time. Um, and I played that. I posted a video, and then after that, I got into just I got a camera and wanted to post like actual Yu-Gi-Oh content. So I would just go to my locals, record games, post deck profiles, go to regionals. I would post the deck profiles from there, and it was pretty cool. My channel was called Team Whirlwind at the time, but yeah, I still have it today, and I posted videos like last year on it, but I haven't posted too much in my like 5 year hiatus or 6 year hiatus on that channel since. So there's been a stunted growth on that channel, but I've been posting like Fortnite content between then, blogs on my other channel, and then I've got this Digimon channel called Limit Break now. So yeah, I think my channels have been doing pretty good for the most part, but
Mhm.
I just have never stuck to like one channel for a long period of time besides the Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So they've got like I think most of them have like a few thousand subscribers besides like my Limit Break one. So yeah.
You can just give them to us.
Yeah.
Goofball.
And,
Sure.
and you're on twitch.tv/YRG_, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
twitch.tv/YRG_ is my
Mhm.
Twitch handle. And I started off on Twitch doing Hearthstone content, and that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to just post Hearthstone stuff and be like one of the next best Hearthstone streamers. But I found that on Twitch at the time, Hearthstone was very popular, so it was like Fortnite at
Mhm.
the time where it
Yeah.
was super hard to be discovered. playing just Twitch and playing Hearthstone on Twitch unless you're like either really good on like ranked and like climbed up the ladder really fast, or you just were a very entertaining person. So
Mhm.
I didn't have the time to like climb ladder. I would climb ladder, and I got to, I think, like I never got to, what is it? I don't even remember what the status is called in Hearthstone where you go to like the top ranks, but I never got to like the actual top rank because it was just so hard. The system is ridiculous to climb because you have to, if you lose one, it's just you just have to win like three more to get back to where
Yeah.
you were.
It's like League of
So
Legends. You lose
yeah,
one game and you
exactly.
lose like 100 LP, and you win one game, you get like 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Which is it's just very grindy, and I was like, nah, I just can't do that because it was so many. You would just play the same games over and over. People would just be playing the same decks to try to get to the top tier,
Mhm.
and it's just yeah,
And
I
then they
couldn't do
had
it.
the Blitz tongue incident as well,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure decreased their popularity a whole lot.
Yep,
Mhm.
exactly. So, and then after that, I dabbled with like freestyling. So I did that for a bit, and that's when I got like my first boost on Twitch because nobody was like freestyling at the time, and I started doing it, and that's where I got like my first 1,000 followers from. And then from then, I went on and just played Fortnite, and that's how I had a massive boost. So Fortnite was probably like my most viewed content at the time on Twitch. And yeah, I also got a boost from my brother too. He does YouTube content, but he's a lot larger than I am on the
Mhm.
social media platform space.
One of
So
my questions was asking if you freestyle any, and if you do, what kind of beats do you like to freestyle over?
um honestly, I try to dabble with any type of beat, but
Mhm.
I usually just have to try to vibe with the beat, honestly. If I can't vibe with the beat, then I can't really freestyle to it, I feel.
Mhm.
But like I guess more so I do like melodic beats. I do like I like a lot of the beats, honestly.
Yeah.
Just any type of beats. Anything with like cool instruments in it, like piano, violin,
Mhm.
or doesn't even have to have those string instruments in it, but I don't know. I just like the art of like I just like the beats how they sound overall. I'm very
Mhm.
like musically inclined, I feel. I listen to music all the time.
Mhm. Yeah, I was in percussion 10 years, and I kind of gravitated
hmm
over towards it. And then my old homies back in the town where I used to live, they had like a
hmm
cipher going like every night. Be this big
Yeah,
kickback, and then they'd have a cipher going. And I can't
that's sick.
freestyle worth a shit, but I can find good beats.
Yeah,
Every
you can definitely know what a good beat is when you
Mhm.
hear it, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never freestyle. Like I've recently, as of recently, like sometimes like I'll be at work and a beat will come on, and then I'll just be like
Mhm.
getting into it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, okay. But like
Mhm.
but like after that, I'm just like, no, I can't do that. Now, if you want me to sing something, oh, I got you,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
got
Yeah.
you. Other than that, mm-mm.
Yeah, that's freestyling is kind of like a form of art where you have to just like develop it over time because it's not, I mean, I'm sure it's easy for some people, but it's just I think a matter of doing it over time. Like Juice WRLD's done it. I know he did it for years and that's how he
Oh
just
yeah.
became so good at it. So, I've only been doing it for a few years, so I'm only okay at it. So,
Yeah, there's some people just make it seem so flawless.
Mm.
mhm.
Like you turn on a beat,
Exactly.
and then it's like right after the first hook is over,
Yeah,
boom, they're already
exactly.
on it, and they've already got like stuff, not written down, but like stuff they've already want to say. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's fun to watch.
Mhm. Yep.
Hmm.
And speaking of kind of like kind of starting off like careers and whatnot. I know me and Spencer, we've recently kind of started our YouTube career with this channel. I'm also trying to kind of go back into my Twitch career. Because I've been on kind of a hiatus on that because of school and whatnot. But with Digimon and just like kind of like my love for Digimon and wanting to like play and kind of show other people how great the game is. I kind of want to get back into Twitch streaming and streaming the Digimon card game and
Mhm.
whatnot. And I've also been doing a couple like deck profiles, and I've been doing a couple of like Digi battle videos and whatnot. And it can be tough sometimes, especially with time and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
Mhm.
I know you mentioned you've been doing YouTube for just such a long time. So
Yep.
what can you say to people who are kind of starting out, kind of just like me? What's some advice that you can give?
I would say if you have a passion for it, just never give up. Always just try to find a way to make it work. Um, if otherwise, if you think you want to go down some other avenues, then try to look for that. But I just say never give up. Always post content and be looking forward towards like the future, trying to see what's like trending as far as like what the content is. You can usually like the best way to grow on a platform is by following trends for the most part. Um, I think for as far as like Digimon content and stuff, um, you can do things like deck profiles and stuff. I think the podcasting, what you guys are doing, is a really good thing because it allows people to get insights on other people's opinions that they wouldn't have otherwise, right? Because most people that are streamers or people that post YouTube videos, they don't really like have like in-depth things about themselves. They don't go into like as detail as we are doing now. So,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons
so I think
Oh, go ahead.
I think being unique as well is probably one of the better ways of getting noticed on a platform too. So be either trendy or like unique, I think is probably one of the best ways.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. And one of the reasons I rolled out this community spotlight program is because I realized that there was nothing really like it out there. Like bringing the community in and sitting them down and getting to know what they're like,
Yeah.
what their interests are, and stuff like that. What got them into the games, why they enjoy the community so much, and it's been a blast.
Exactly.
I've loved all the guests we've had on.
Exactly. And this a thing like this, you can do series on. You can I mean, as long as there's people that are playing Digimon, you can always have series on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I think series are usually like a good thing to have. Like if you have a set schedule, I feel like set schedules where people can expect to see a video every certain time of the week. I think that's probably like one of the best. Simo is one of the probably best people that I follow that does that. He posts a video at a certain time every day, like of the week, and it's that video always. You can always expect to see that video. So I
Mm-hmm.
think schedules are always very good too.
Yeah. Yeah. With the community spotlight, it started to do a schedule because sometimes our schedules don't line up with the guests that we have on.
Yeah, sometimes that can be hard to do when you have to collaborate with other people, for sure.
But our podcast is a set schedule.
Mhm.
Our Digi Battle videos, they're a set schedule, and the deck profiles as well. They're also a set schedule. So that's one thing that we've learned as well.
That's good.
And I
Yeah,
think
consistency is key. That's
Yeah,
one of the things I
consistency.
learned.
Consistency is hella key. Exactly. That's why I said like never give up. Even if you're not seeing the results now, you'll see them in the future.
Oh yeah, we just got 4 new subscribers the other day. 4
Yeah,
out of
that's
nowhere.
awesome.
It blew my mind.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
more people, the more videos you have, the
Mhm.
more reach you have, right? So
Yeah.
people will just search up things and then they'll find maybe a new video and then they'll go back watch your old videos and those will
Mhm.
get views. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, and I think on the channel currently, funny enough, I think the second highest video we have is our Lilith Loop video,
Yep.
which is actually kind of ironic thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when I rolled out with this community spotlight program, I told Isaiah and our previous host Mike, I said I want to get Post Malone on the show.
That'll be sick.
And Mike was like, "You're insane. That'll never happen."
Does he play Digimon?
He
Post
plays
Malone
Magic.
play Digimon?
He plays Magic.
Okay.
People see him
who
a lot in their
plays-
locals.
Yeah, I would say PewDiePie. I've seen him get the cards. That would have been cool if you guys get PewDiePie on here.
He
'cause
might be
did a
harder
box
to get
opening.
on than Post Malone.
Post Malone, yeah. Honestly, probably because he's probably super busy. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you could get PewDiePie on your channel, that'd be so sick. You'd have like
we'd
instant
reach like
boost in
12
subs.
million people.
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did see PewDiePie opening up boxes of BT5, or BT6, so that was cool.
Wait, what? For real?
Yeah, he streamed it. He posted like a case opening of BT6.
PewDiePie and
Wow.
Post Malone. That's who I need to get on the show. I'm gonna have them both on at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told him that I wanted to get Post Malone on. That's who I wanted to get on. Post Malone was the person I want to get on because I know he plays Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yep.
yeah, I think the advice that you gave, stay consistent. I think that's a really big,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully in a year we can
Oh
get Post
yeah.
Malone on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be
Mhm.
that'd be sick. I
Yeah.
mean, just keep it up there as a goal.
Mhm.
That'd be something cool to do one day.
Yeah, and I think to go along with that, I think setting aside realistic goals and dreams is a big key
Mm-hmm.
as well. So like
100%.
realistically, where we're at with our channel, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Post Malone will be joining us in a year. A
Yeah.
dream is to get Post Malone in a year, but
Mm-hmm.
realistically, we have our set goals and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm sure when Ninja, I'm sure when he was doing his thing, he never thought in his lifetime he would see Drake
Mm-hmm.
collaborate with You would never see Drake Ninja collab or like
Or he'd be in
Travis
Times
Scott Ninja
Square
collab.
with the ball drop in Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just think being consistent, doing as being like as good as you can be at your craft and just trying to perfect that will just draw attention from others. Like the more you do it, the better you'll get, right? You're already pretty good at interviewing, I would say. So like the more
Thank
you
you.
do
Thank
it,
you.
just the better you'll get.
Yeah. And editing.
Thank you
Editing
for
is a
that.
big thing. We've been told
Yeah,
Oh,
our
for sure.
transitions need work, so
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
I went to
that's
school for
yeah.
like video production and stuff, so
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to edit. It's just finding time to edit
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hour-long
Yeah.
podcast that we do.
Yeah, editing hour-long podcasts definitely are like it's definitely like taxing because editing is probably like my least favorite thing to do for like when posting videos. Unless I'm making something that's very like artsy, then it's usually like my least favorite thing to do. Unless I want to do something like that's like very artsy, right? So
Mm-hmm. Plus, I hate the sound of my
Yeah.
own voice, which I think is pretty common, and then having to go listen to it for an hour.
Yeah, oddly enough, I really like editing my Digimon battle commentary videos.
hmm
Only because like I'll watch it like initially, and then
hmm
because like recently, and also kind of spoilers for the future of the channel. I have a security control versus Yellow Ragna video that's coming out, and some of the plays that they do are insane, like just
hmm
ridiculous, and I love watching it. And just the only thing that kind of sucks is, of course, with security control, like the time that it takes to for each match is really long. So I have to like, it's like, okay, are they doing anything here? Okay,
Yep.
clip this out, keep it going.
Exactly. A ton of clips. hmm
Yeah, it's a grind, but I love doing it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
I think
Yep.
when you record a video, if you have time, take notes on the side as well.
hmm
Timestamp stuff that helped a lot when I did previous editing. Um,
Yep.
was writing down,
For
hey,
sure.
at this part, edit in this. Just type it in real quick.
hmm
I think
Yep.
that's
Definitely.
a big help.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's all the questions that I have. I think that's all the questions Isaiah has. We can find you on Twitter at it's
Yep.
YRG, twitch.tv/YRG _, and on YouTube at the channel Limit Break. I'll include all
Yep.
those in the description of the video. Eli Hill, it was great to talk to you. We hope we can have you
It's
back
great
on the
talking to
show.
you guys.
Um,
All right. Yeah. For
you're
sure.
such a great
Yeah. It was
guest.
fun being on.
And we'll see you in the next one.
All right. Yep.
Didn't show with the background.